Hey guys, Retro Magazine Weekly here. I'm here with 2014 Formula Drift soon-to-be rookie, Alec Hohnadell. He's actually still a senior in high school, and we grabbed him here at the SEMA show to see what he's got going on. How's it going, Alec?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, man. So, you're in Florida. Let's just take an assumption that maybe like all around the country, a lot of guys don't know who you are. Real quick before we get into anything, kind of tell us about how you found out about drifting in the first place.
I was actually at a big motocross event with my cousin, watching him, and we went to Black Friday Drift at CFRC in 2011. And ever since then, I've been hooked and just went out and bought myself a single cam S13, then sold that and started getting into the S14, started building that, and went to Pro-Am and went on from there.
Now, in motocross and stuff, were you competing or were you like attending as a fan?
Yeah, I actually went to a few national events, and I used to race Super Mini, and then I was going to move up to 250B. And so I used to race pretty competitively.
Nice. What's the difference between motocross, I guess, and drifting for you?
Man, drifting, you got a cage, so it's a lot more safe. And so I think that's what I consider myself a pretty aggressive driver. And I think I get that because I was aggressive in motocross. And I feel a lot more safe with a cage around me. So
awesome. Tell us about your 14. Other than I know it's purple. What else you got in there?
Yeah, she's the purple monster, and she's got an LS3 V8. We're going Garrett turbo next year. Not sure exactly what size yet. We're going to send the specs off to them, and then hopefully have around 850 horsepower.
Nice. Around
16, 17 pounds of boost, and spray a little bit and do a bigger cam, heads, and send it off and do a little bit more internal stuff. So.
Wow. So it sounds like you'll have a pretty complete build there. What about suspension? Do you know what tire you're going to be running for 2014?
Right now we're with Falcon,
and
we're running the 615Ks. And then next year we're going with GK Tech's suspension, and we just picked them up as a sponsor. So we're going to start testing all that by January.
Arms and everything? You got?
Yeah, GK Tech.
Oh, they do everything for you guys. Okay, wow, awesome. So, if you had somebody, have you watched like the whole 2013 Formula D season stuff?
Yeah, I watched 2012 and 2013, so I'm getting prepared. I went to Road Atlanta the last 2 years and West Palm Beach the last year. So
nice. Who's I guess a driver that you kind of look up to, maybe have a style similar to, like people can kind of expect maybe?
I really look up to like Justin Pollock because I actually trained with him, and that's how I learned my driving technique is through him. And, he's got that aggressive but clean and smooth style, so I try to base mine off of that.
And now being down in Florida, do you ever get a chance to kind of run with some of these pro guys that are located in the area? Obviously you got Pat Gooden and Chelsea Denofa.
Yeah, I run with Pat Gooden quite often, Chelsea Denofa sometimes, and Jeremy Lowe. So.
Excellent. You feel like you've learned a lot from those guys? Yeah,
they actually helped me a lot. I came in there with a V8, and they taught me how to set up the suspension and everything. So they've been my biggest help so far. So
excellent. And I guess any other sponsors you've got kind of helping you carry into 2014?
Njuku, Falcon, GoPro, Grip Oil, The Daily Routine, GK Tech. We're working on a few other sponsorships right now, and hopefully we'll get the deal closed with them and have a good year next year.
Nice. Having watched all the Formula D tracks, what do you think? Which one are you looking most forward to driving on? What do you think is going to be the hardest one to drive on?
I'm definitely looking forward to Road Atlanta, throwing some big backwards entries. And I think the hardest one will probably be Wall, New Jersey. And just, it looks like a big bank, and seems like a lot of people get stuck there. So looking forward to every event, but that one seems to be a little bit.
Yeah, Wall definitely has some asphalt challenges too. You have pavement transitions, and coming off the bank isn't really smooth and stuff. It's definitely not.
They said it's really rough, and you gotta get used to
tires
it.
Too. Makes sense. So you ran, which Pro-Am did you run this year?
Streetwise.
Okay.
And finished first, podium every event, so had a good year.
And that's with your second year in drifting?
I've only been drifting for about 13 months.
About 13 months. So you won your first Pro-Am event, or you podiumed, your first round of Streetwise Drift. How long have you been driving?
I'd say about 6 months.
6 months, wow. And you drove that to a podium?
Yeah, actually before my car got wrecked on a trailer, so I only had 30 minutes of practice before the first actual event, so on a brand new chassis. So it was still an S14, but every chassis is different. So.
Yeah, of course. Who were some of the guys that were giving you a hard time over in Streetwise this year?
Definitely Ron Eworth. A few other good guys were out there. Lewis, and those two were definitely one of the best drivers out there.
I mean, Ron's driven in Formula D before, so that
yeah.
was like some good, maybe like warm-up competition and stuff for him.
And he's got that supercharger, so it's definitely really fast.
So what was your power you were making for the Pro-Am series?
I made 465 to the wheel and 415 torque.
Looking at, like, let's say some other Pro-Am guys are like listening, looking for some advice, do you say that's like a good number?
Yeah, I say that's about the perfect number for a V8. Turbo, it's still a good number. So I'd say between that and 500, I'd stick to, because it's not too much, but you still got enough for anybody out there. And you can still get used to it and use all of it on other tracks.
Excellent. So Alec, I found this pretty sweet video on your YouTube page that shows you racing some kind of crazy looking jet ski.
Yeah.
We covered motocross. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here. We'll give this little video.
You see that orange rubber band? Okay, so we lift the jet skis up out of the water, we clear them out, get all the water out of it, so it's a little bit more torquey on the bottom end.
Okay.
And we wait for this rubber band to snap, and as soon as that does, it's just all out race and banging. It's really sketchy out there. You see how small that ski is. And,
right.
A lot of people get hurt. I've actually had somebody run up in the back of me. I've had some people land on me, and see the rubber band snap. Right. And I had pretty good starts back then. Some people's skis were a little bit faster, and as soon as you hit these jet weight, it slowed your ski down a lot because all the bubbles in the water.
Okay. And it looks like you're kind of running on like a predetermined course type thing through here?
It's just like a normal course, and red buoys mean left turn and yellow mean right.
Okay.
So you just kind of got to learn that. And then from there, you can go two separate ways. So there's two different
like
tracks you can go to. And he got the little bit faster end of it. So then you just try to chase him down. And it's normally about a 10 to 12 lap race.
Okay. How much power are these things making?
So my fastest one made 300 horsepower. Four-stroke turbo. So
I've been on a 60 horsepower jet ski, and I thought that was the scariest thing I've ever sat on.
Yeah, they're actually faster 0 to 60 than like an F1 car. So
wow. And how long did you kind of do this racing?
I did that for about 3 years.
Okay.
And that was actually really fun. And I had back surgery, and after that, it was hard for me to. It was so rough, as you can tell.
Yeah.
It's just hard for my back.
Yeah, it doesn't look very pleasant at all. So we covered Justin Pollock is a driver you're looking up to. We talked about some of the Pro-Am guys. What's kind of your expectation for a 2014 season?
I'm really looking to get Rookie of the Year. That's really what we're going for. And we've had a few people say that they'll think we'll get it, and that's what we're going for.
I mean, the 2013 Rookie of the Year was definitely not a great competition by any means, but I know there's definitely a couple guys sneaking up in 2014. It might be a tough one, man. But I appreciate your time with us.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Enjoy it, and I guess we'll see you at Long Beach, man.
Sounds good.
Excellent.